What's up, guys? So today is a very exciting day for me. About a month ago, I went to Piedmont and they were doing the drifting. And I told y'all I wanted to find a drift car. And so today I traded the old Saturn that I had that was my daily driver. So I traded it. I found somebody that had a car that I think it'll probably end up getting LS swapped at some point, and a turbo. Well, it might be naturally aspirated. I don't know. So we'll see. It's probably going to end up getting a LS motor at some point. But the body I got a good deal on it. We traded, we did an even swap. It's got a little bit of issues, but we got 1 week. So next week at Piedmont, they're doing the drifting again. So my goal is to make it. I think it's going to work. I don't know. I mean, you know, it's an old beat up car, but with about 20 bucks or so, I can probably make it so that it would be pretty epic. I don't know about 20 bucks. It'll probably take a little bit more than that. Right now it's having a transmission issue, so it's automatic. So I know automatics are not the best for drifting, but we're going to try to drift it with an automatic. I'm going to do a little bit of work to it and see if I can get a transmission so it'll work. Let me show you what I got. Oh boy. It's a little rough around the edges, but this is a 1992 SC400. It's going to need a little bit of work, but it's got the V8 in it. It feels like it's pretty powerful. It's got some oil leaks, transmission. I'm having to manually shift it. It's not working like it should by itself. The front spoilers kind of got beat up down here. It's got a sunroof on it. It's already got a nice little dent back here, so I'm sure that'll get better. Like I said, it's kind of rough shape, but overall, I mean, for what I'm trying to do, this is a perfect starting platform. So I gotta fix the transmission. The window currently will not roll up, so I've got to fix the window over there. So I'm hoping that I can get this thing to go drifting this weekend is my goal. So this is a welcome to the channel. This is my new toy. The wife got lucky. I did not have to take her Challenger out next weekend, because that was my other game plan. I was going to go do something for the honey-do list and go drifting, but I probably would have crashed it, so that would have probably been bad. So I'm glad that we were able to pick up this. So we'll see. I don't know if anybody's got any experience. This thing feels like it's got some decent power. I mean, it's got reasonably good power. There's something wrong with the steering. Obviously, it's got a flat tire over here almost. The steering is a little loose, so it feels like it's got either a tie rod in or something that's messed up. So we're gonna put a K&N air filter on it, probably. Motor wise, I mean, that's all I'm gonna do to it. It's already got the cats and stuff there on it, and the mufflers, they sound pretty good though. I might end up cutting the cats off of it if that's easy to do. Maybe put some Borla exhaust or something on it at some point. But my goal this weekend is to just make sure it's shifting and not dumping fluid all over the place. So here we go. So we're going to see what we can do with a drift car. I got to get the tint off. You can see the tint's all peeling up and bubbled up. It's got some potential though, son. I'm super excited. Back seats are kind of beat up back there too. So we'll put a couple seat covers on these for the time being, just so it doesn't dig into me. But this thing is soaking wet. So I'm gonna replace that switch. He had to switch, but he said he has not replaced it. So I don't know. We're gonna try to get it going. So I just wanted to show y'all the new toy and the new drift vehicle. So we'll see how it works out. I'm not giving up drag racing, so that's a definite positive. This is just going to be in addition to the drag racing. So we're going to see what happens. Should be fun. Should be a good time. Okay, we got the first test drive happening. See the oil lights on, traction. This thing is a little rough, but it seems to be driving good. I'm about out of gas. Hopefully I can make it to the gas station. Window won't go up, so I gotta put another switch on it. The transmission is in bad shape. So this thing is, I've got to manually shift it. Apparently there's something wrong with the solenoid in the transmission or something. So it's got some work to see. My butt's wet right now currently because the window's been open during a major rainstorm yesterday. So it's got a little bit of work to do. But this thing is pulling left because the front left tire is about flat. But when you shift it, I mean, it's got the V8 in it, and it does end up shifting. So it shifts fine when you just have to manually shift it. So we'll see. This thing's got some potential, I think, to be a decent drift car. I mean, we're going drifting in it regardless. So got a little bit of work to do. Oh, there's a gas station right there. So we need to stop and get some gas because I felt it surge a minute ago. So it's definitely about out of gas. All right, check it out. I don't know if this has got potential to be a good drift car or not, but it's got dual exhaust. It sounds good. Somebody painted it. Okay, so I've been working on this thing today. Got the window up, so that's good. It needs a new switch. But once I powered it all up, somebody has been in here doing some wiring, and that white tape is what I put on there. Most of it was gone. So you know, if I say the wiring's bad, it's really bad. So I've been trying to let this thing air out some. So I got the door panel off, got the window up. Got a couple oil leaks. The rack and pinion bushings are shot, so that's why I was having a little hard time driving it the other day. So I got to replace the rack and pinion bushings. I've got a couple power steering fluid leaks, so I got to fix that. Air filter, I think it's pretty cool the way this thing comes on. That thing was pretty beat up, so it's either going to get a conical or either like a Canyon. I don't know yet, so I'm gonna look at it and see. It's got a good whoop when you rev it though. Belt is squeaking a little bit down there. It's because it had so much transmission fluid, well, power steering fluid. This one is so old, you use in the power steering, you just use regular transmission fluid. And it was leaking, and everything under the car was covered in transmission fluid. So I sprayed everything off, trying to get it to degrease some. Sprayed some degreaser on it, and I'll go back and hopefully power wash that off. Found a vacuum leak. So yeah, that's a Ford valve cover. See, Ford does come in handy for something. Valve cover bolt. But this thing seems like, I don't know, we'll see. I don't know if it'll work out the way I want it to or not. I'm learning about the Toyotas, and something I mean that was interesting, I didn't know. Apparently, you know, this car is like it's on a Supra chassis. So I mean, I don't know, we'll see. I mean, maybe it'll work out like I'm hoping. Overall, it's not in terrible shape. I mean, the seats are terrible. Over here, I mean, this, like I said, this has got dinged up pretty good. It's kind of tall, so I'll probably lower it down some. Paint job is not the best on it. Get the tin off of it. It's got sunroof. Do these few things, the drifting that's happening at Piedmont is this weekend coming up. So I don't know if I'll be able to make it or not. It depends on how long it takes me to get the hoses on. It looks like it's going to be kind of a bear to get up in there. Power steering rack stuff doesn't look like it'll be too bad. I'll order another switch, so that'll be okay. We might be able to make it. I mean, I don't know. We're going to shoot for it. We're going to try it. We're going to see if we can make it to Piedmont. And then, you know, this tire right here is in pretty rough shape. I need to take it off, and it was going flat, so I need to make sure that's good. You can see up under there, I sprayed it all down pretty good, where the cleaning fluid, and I sprayed it off, but it was pretty wet down in there. So all right, well, I guess we're going to try it. I'm pretty excited. I'll probably try to get some like seat covers for these things, or either maybe if I can find a good deal on some cheap racing seats, put 2 seats in it. the back there, I mean, that just is what it is. I mean, I can get covers for it fairly cheap. I mean, it just sucks that the whole reason that thing's probably, you know, the interior is so bad is this thing clearly is being, it has been, well, check it out. You can see right here, that's where it was when I got in here. And the tint, it's been down halfway for so long. Dude, oh boy, I got it from. You can't ever trust people you're buying cars from. He was like, yeah, man, it just did that. Yeah, Look at the, I mean, it's clearly been right here. It's been that level for probably freaking years, 6 months. He's had the car for 6 months, so it's been at least that long. Luckily, it doesn't smell. I mean, I hadn't had a chance to really get, I guess, mold growing in there because it's been airing out and it's not been enclosed. The seats out and try to get it, you know, nice and dry. All right, y'all comment, like, and subscribe, and we will see y'all soon. Go fast and get some win likes. Thanks.